Let us appreciate leaders when they do good. Let's give credit where it's due. Let us have a positive criticism, because also you'll keep us on our toes. And let us tell leaders, you've done good here. We need you here. We will motivate them. We will encourage them to work even harder and better. But to stop this pretense of celebrating leaders only when they are dead, is when you begin to see how good they were, and celebrating them when they are out of office.
So hello guys, welcome to Touch Digital TV. My name is Amina Hussein and you're watching Sips and Soul, where we share, feel and also connect with human interest stories. So today we have an exclusive interview with the one and only. She's going to introduce herself. She's going to tell us who she is, because she's a prominent figure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Honorable Mary Emase inside Touch Digital TV. Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you.
Yes.
Touch Digital TV.
Tumeshukuru sana.
My name is Mary Emase, MP Teso South.
Yes.
And it's a pleasure to be with you today.
Asante sana mheshimiwa. So hapa kwa Sips and Soul, we normally introduce ourselves because we deal with human interest stories. We would love to know, who is Mary Emase?
Like I said, my name is Mary Emasse Otucho. I represent the great people of Teso South. I have been serving as an MP. This is my second term, having been elected for the first time in 2013. I was born in Teso South at a village called Atterite. That's where I was born and bred. I went to school at Atterite Primary School. I completed at Murkamosing Primary School, which is also in Teso South,
Yes.
Mukura Central Ward. I proceeded to high school. That was at St. Monica Chakol Girls High School.
Okay.
It was a very prominent school then. If you are not in Chakol Girls High School, then I don't know where else. It was a school where everyone would have wished to
go.
I was lucky. I managed to join Kenyatta University, where I did my BCom degree, BCom accounting at Kenyatta University. And after graduation, I was employed in government. I served at the judiciary for 18 years.
Wow.
As an accountant. I started as an accountant too.
Yes.
And I resigned as a senior accountant. That is in 2012.
Wow.
When I resigned to join politics.
So umesema wewe ni mtu wa mahesabu.
Yes.
Hesabu haikushindi na haikuketi.
Mimi ni mtu wa hesabu. Though I also attempted to do CPA, but I never completed because of the so many challenges. I had too much responsibility.
Yeah.
My siblings had dropped out of school. They needed my support. I had a sickly mom.
Yes.
And you know, I couldn't proceed. I had to focus on supporting others. And I left at some point. I did not complete to become CPA.
Nice, nice. So when you ventured into politics, you started as a women rep?
No. I did not start as a women rep. I started as I contested for constituency.
Constituency first.
For constituency first.
Okay.
But when I developed interest, it was through friends and the people of Teso South.
Yes.
They also were telling me, Mary, you know what? Why don't you contest for this position of women rep?
Because they saw you.
Who else can beat you? We believe in you. We think you have what it takes. Why don't you contest for women rep? I was like, what? You know, we used to say Baba has already read the constitution.
Yes.
It was immediately after the promulgation of the new constitution. Let his soul rest in peace. Everybody, all of us who are Baba's followers and we believed in Baba, and we were saying Baba has already read the constitution. But now when people started pushing me to contest, I took interest. And I decided to read the constitution. And I realized our county is too big. I felt for a beginner, county was too big for me. And then lucky for me, Teso South was a creation of the 2010 constitution. It was a new constituency. Because previously we had a Magoro. Amagoro constitution. It was too constituency.
Yes.
It was too big from Busia all the way to Tangara. You know, it was huge. So I realized here there is a new constituency here. Now we have Teso North and Teso South. And Teso South was the new baby in the house. And I was like, why not try here? Why not start here? Start small, then grow. Because the county is too huge. And I was a beginner. And that is how I developed the interest to go for Teso South.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you automatically, your ODM ticket was just there.
That is where I wanted to be.
Okay.
Because that is where my people were.
Mm-hmm.
Teso South was ODM. It was ODM bedrock.
Yes.
But unfortunately, politics is very complicated. I learned that the party had honors. And in the matrix of the honors, Emase did not fit there anywhere in that matrix.
And why?
That is what I was told, that I did not fit in within the matrix of ODM. And so I found myself in URP.
Okay.
I contested on a URP party.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how I got into parliament. So for me, my father and mentor in politics is the president, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. That is, I joined through his party. He came to campaign for me. He camped in Teso South for close to 1 week. Like the way you can campaign for your MCA. And that is how I managed to join politics and I got into parliament through a URP ticket. Then later we merged with TNA.
Yes.
And that is how we got into, from the government in 2030.
Asante sana.
Yes.
So speaking of the president, William Samoei Ruto,
Yes.
the allegations from ODM that he will vie, come 2027, he will use the ODM ticket to vie. Is it true, or it's something that is just being debated?
Like I told you, politics is very complicated and very unpredictable. You don't even know what will happen tomorrow. As you can see already, within the ODM itself, there's a developing story of the two factions.
Yes.
There are those who said Baba left us here.
Yes.
And that is where we are going to stay. There's another group that is saying that Baba said, who told you? So already they are trying to sort out their own internal issues within ODM.
Yes.
Eventually they will find their footing and which direction they are going to take. So we cannot really say, of course we've had others who have said, they have told His Excellency that you were once ODM, that would want you to come and take over.
Yes.
Come to ODM and take over the party and patronage the party.
But he also said during the burial, may his soul rest in peace, Baba, he said that he will not allow anyone to destroy ODM. ODM will definitely be there in 2027 ballot.
What I can say we fought for multi-partyism in this country.
Yeah, we did.
Baba fought for it. That's why we have the freedom. We have these parties today.
Yes.
And the multi-partyism is also good for democracy.
Yes.
So, what I can tell you, my own feeling, ODM will be there. ODM is not going anywhere.
Yes.
But what will happen from tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, let's cross the bridge where we get there. We know the history of politics in Kenya. There will be coalitions. There will be alignments. There will be collaboration. So we're going to see these developing partnerships. We will see a lot of that as we approach the elections in the next year.
Since we are touching on multi-partyism, there are also allegations that maybe UDA will merge with ODM in order to support one presidential candidate. Do you think that will happen for Kenya?
All those are possibilities. All those are possibilities that are possible. You may see, you've just seen Kanu.
Yes.
Is already collaborating, or there are negotiations. You saw the Kanu party leader,
Yes.
Moi Gideon,
Yes.
beating the president the other day.
Yeah.
So there are no surprise. There are no surprises in politics, and there are also surprises in politics. So you may see UDA collaborating with ODM.
Yes.
You may see ODM, collaborating with any other party.
Yes.
So all these are what I can say are possibilities within the political space. Especially from now going forward, we're going to see a lot of that.
So politics is versatile.
Very versatile.
Something can always happen.
Yes,
Anything can
yes.
happen.
You cannot be sure of anything. Even your own ground. It can be good today, tomorrow is bad, tomorrow again it's good. So that is how versatile it is.
So earlier today in the TV, when I was watching news, sorry about that, there was some people also saying, political analysts, that ODM will be separated into two. Some people will support their leader, we don't know who it is, and some people will go towards William Samoei Ruto. And that's a factor that we are all seeing in this country, especially with the remarks made by the Honorable Gladys Wanga. Is it something that is there, or we anticipate much more when it comes to the politics of Kenya?
What I can tell you, I just want to repeat what I've said, all that is possible. It is possible to see one or two or three factions emerging. There's even the third force. Remember? Babu, Wino, and the others.
Yes.
You know, we may see one or two or three factions emerging. We may see one faction that believes in William Ruto, believes in where Baba took them, emerging or agreeing to work with UDA.
With UDA.
They may decide to sit down and say, no, we are not breaking. We are moving together as a united ODM, and we're going to work with UDA, or vice versa. So these are all unfolding theories and perceptions that we are waiting to see which way it goes.
Speaking of matters development, the other day the president promised to expand the Nakuru-Malaba road. This is the same agreement that he had with the late Raila Odinga, that he's going to improve the Nakuru, Kericho to Busia. Considering Busia is in the border. This will happen or not?
What I can tell you, the president is focused on the better agenda. And we cannot realize the better agenda, the bottom-up economic agenda, without providing the necessary infrastructure. And one of the infrastructure is road network. You see how much time Kenyans waste on the road? Fuel, time. Some of them miss meetings. For those of us who travel to Western Kenya, sometimes if we miss flights, we have to travel by road, even us as MPs. We have to travel by road. But the hours you will spend from Nairobi to get to Nakuru, and from Nakuru to get to Eldoret or Kisumu, it's a nightmare. As an MP sitting this term, I've ever slept on that road. There's a time I slept on that road until the next day in the morning. Any slight accident, you know, our roads were designed by the colonialists.
Yes.
Then, given the population size at the time, given the number of vehicles on the roads at the time, the roads were appropriate and sufficient.
And sufficient for that time.
Yes, for that time.
Yes.
But Kenya has grown. Our population has grown.
Yes.
The number of vehicles on the roads are now cannot be sustained by the road. So the president's thinking, the initiative that we need to expand the road to make it dual all the way to Malaba, including the rail transport, is welcome. Those are initiatives we are going to support, even in the National Assembly, because we want the roads improved, opened up.
Yes.
To improve the transport. Even it will help us address road carnage. We are losing, I was reading in news, 48 people have died in a road accident.
Yes, perished actually.
A number of vehicles.
A family was even in that.
Even there was a family involved.
Yeah.
Every day, look at the lives we are losing. We are losing skills. People who have been trained. We are losing children. We are losing. It can be addressed by just improving, making the road dual. Look at the number. If you come to Malaba or Busia, you look at the mlolongo of trucks. Sometimes we go past Bungoma, Kandui,
Yes.
all the way to Ebuye.
Yes.
Look at how much fuel, man hours. That truck would have already transported goods, gotten to Kampala, gotten to Zaire, and returned, but it's still standing on the road. And as a result, we are left with one tiny lane for dropping, for vehicles to and fro.
Yes.
So it is long overdue. It is a project that's long overdue, if you ask me.
Since we are talking about project being long overdue, you were once in the finance committee of the budget. First of all, I would like to ask about when you are allocating this budget, when it's coming to development of the country, especially Kenya. Right now that you're talking about now the development of these roads. Being in that committee, having been in that committee, do you think it's possible come next year or come this year? When do you think the timely is available for this?
I have been in the budget committee, and I think I need to clarify some aspect of budgeting.
Okay.
Because this is what sometimes the Kenyans miss out on, or people do not understand. You know, when, for example, a president makes a pronouncement that I am going to do this road. This road from here to here is going to be built. Kenyans expect it to happen tomorrow or next week. There should be a contractor on the road.
Yes.
And that's why you have seen a misconception out there that the president is lying. What happens is once a pronouncement has been made, this has got to be picked out by the respective ministry. And then they have to put it in their development plan of the financial year. But in most cases, by the time the president is making a pronunciation, the ministry has already picked it up. It is in their the development plan or procurement plan for the financial year. Now it has to come to parliament. And parliament has got to put it in the budget.
Yes.
Or if it is a P&P, still the various ministry must put in place now the infrastructure or the procedures needed for us to be able, because it is guided by policy.
Yes.
Regulations.
Regulation of policies.
Yes. So when it comes to parliament, if it is a project that is to be budgeted, to be undertaken by the government of Kenya, parliament must take it, put it in the budget. And then the budget itself is a process. It has to start from the plan. Then the budget committee has got to do public participation. They have to go out and get views of the people. Normally, I was in that committee, we would go around, we would pick like out of 47, maybe 21 counties or 20.
Okay.
As a sample, and we have to do public participation.
Since you're coming now from Teso South,
yes,
it's a minority community.
Yes.
How have you impacted now the community since you're coming from that community? When it comes to the budget matters, that is.
When it comes to the budget matters, one, for every MP, and that is, again, that is why you see we support NGCDF.
Yes.
We get NGCDF. So I get a budget. From my budget, I put a number of projects, maybe let me say for this last term since I came.
Okay.
Or in my first term, there are projects I made sure were done in Teso South that have transformed Teso South. In fact, I want to say, when I got into politics, we had nothing in Teso South. No institution, no college, no tarmac road, nothing that can spur growth and development. That could, get people to move to Teso South and therefore spur development. There was nothing. So the first thing I did, my people had been promised a university by previous governments, the Kibaki government.
Yeah.
I made sure we realized Alupe University. Today, as we speak, there is Alupe University. Courtesy of my efforts, of course, in collaboration with national government, with the president then, Uhuru Kenyatta, and William Samoei Ruto as his deputy, he really made sure that we go to that university. And then, because I was in the budget, I was able to follow through to ensure that a budget has been, put in within the budgets of those financial years to ensure that Alupe University is realized. 2, we got the first tarmac road in Teso, and not just Teso South and Teso North. I worked together with the MP then, who was called Atodere. Okay. So we got a road from Busia town, connecting the only 2 towns in Teso, Busia and Malaba. Yeah. And then we took it all the way to Teso North up to Changara and beyond. The first tarmac road in Teso region. I also managed to get a college, the TVET, among the first TVETs that were done, Okame TVET. Okay. And today, Okame was a bush. Today, it's an emerging town because of the Okame TVET. I started the 4th college within that term, Amukura TTC, which of course stalled after I lost the election in 2017. Yes. And now I picked it up when I came back. And as I'm speaking to you, I am done with phase 1 of Amukura TTC.
Congratulations.
I have lobbied government to do for us hostels. The award has been given. In the next 1 or 2 weeks, the contractor will be on site to do the hostels. Wow. And I'm hoping that by next year, we will operationalize Amukura TTC.
Wow. You see?
Now I have added 3 more. I am doing Omoloi Agricultural Training College, which was done by the budget committee. Okay. As a result of public participation that was done. The people said we are farmers. We depend on farming in this region. We need a college for training. We take our children very far away to Sigalagala and other colleges. Yes. Now Omoloi Agricultural Training College under the Minister of Agriculture. It was funded by the budget committee. It's ongoing as I'm talking to you. So there are 2 colleges ongoing right now. And we have a problem with water. CDF, water was devolved. But I realized I can't sit back and see water is devolved and there's nothing I can do. Because again, I was in that budget, I lobbied national government to do for us a big project that can give us water that can supply the whole of town, Busia town, and the surrounding environs. So we have a water project at Alupe, a renovation of a dam, and upgrading it, that is ongoing, a project worth 460 million.
Wow, that's so
We
nice.
have it ongoing as I speak to you. And I have so many other projects. We have an ICT hub coming up at an area called Laterite.
Wow.
Jitume Uduma ICT hub. It is ongoing. It will be opened next year.
And people should go and study and do good
And things. It will be the role model in Western Kenya.
I guarantee.
For the young people, yes. You train how to work online. They'll be able to work online, train at the same center, and get all Uduma Center services within. And I've located it at the center of the constituency so that each resident of Teso South can access. But besides that, I'm also doing 1 in every other ward, because that is the government policy. And already we are constructing another one at Amukura Central Ward. I have already done 1 at the TVET. I have done already 1 within the TVET.
The TVET.
To support ICT and digital learning.
When it comes to matters of education right now, I believe you're in the education committee board.
Yes.
And that's why you're doing all this.
Yeah.
We have areas that have insecurities. Mm-hmm. We have areas that have problems when it comes to infrastructure, especially in Northeastern.
Yes.
And you find that teachers cannot go and teach there. We have shortage of teachers. What are you guys trying to do right now in changing or in impacting that sector, especially in areas where we have insecurities?
If you've been watching deliberations and engagements of the Committee on Education, okay, with the TSC, with the ministry, PS, the minister, and all other stakeholders, the committee is very serious on oversight and on budget performance. One of our major priority is on CBET. That is competence-based education, because it's the agenda of this government.
Okay.
And we are having our first cohorts transitioning now to senior. By next year, they're doing the exam now.
Yes, I've seen it.
The challenges we have had, which the committee is focusing on, one is on the infrastructure in schools, because we've had some schools not having laboratories, some schools not having classrooms, some schools not having enough teachers or trained teachers for that matter. And the aspect of equity. The other day, the committee had to cancel the recruitment of teachers and promotions that had not been done according to the law and in an equitable manner.
Okay.
The committee stopped that recruitment, and it was cancelled. It had to be redone. Okay. Because we are looking at the areas that are marginalized, especially the northeastern, like Garissa,
yes,
like Wajir, like Mandera, where there are not enough teachers. And we even recommend that affirmative action is given to such areas, so that more teachers are recruited for those areas, so that we can be able to balance. So we are focusing more on equity. If it is a school infrastructure, we demand a list. We look at how much money has been allocated to every region, so that equity is seen and that resources are given to every region to ensure that that is done. We are looking at the promotion of teachers. Oh, we still have a very big shortage. But I can tell you this government has made sure that we have improved. This term alone, we have recruited 100,000. 100,000. With the ongoing recruitment, we will have taken the number to 100,000. Wow. We were at 76,000. But we still have a shortage of 98,000 teachers that we need to recruit. And we need another almost 35 billion to be able to promote, to clear all the arrears in terms of promotion for teachers. And that is what we are working on gradually to ensure that we are able to promote as many teachers as possible.
Wow. Yeah. So earlier on we spoke about the new constitution, especially when it was promulgated, when it went and passed during the 2010, and then we was, the matters yes and no.
Yeah.
It came with an agenda that we need 2/3 of women in the parliament. The one who proposed this is none other than the late Honorable Raila Amollo Odinga.
Yeah.
Do you believe that matters politics right now, our political landscape is about to change in Kenya because that was an end of an era?
Nothing can just change. We have to make it happen.
True.
It's about effort.
True.
If you talk about women representation, for example, I keep telling women, we need to come out and contest for the various positions.
Yes.
That's the only way we can be sure that women can be elected. Otherwise, there'll be no probability that any woman can be elected.
Yes.
You have to be on the table, or you'll be the menu. So it's about effort. And I want to say this. Political parties hold the key to unlocking, to increasing the number of women elected, so that we have very few to nominate.
True.
If political parties can give women nomination within their strongholds, they have candidates, potential, then I can assure you we will have more women elected in positions of leadership. And we know a number of women leaders,
yes,
who have changed the policy that has had a positive impact on gender issues, even including engendering the budget. With the help of our technocrats, as women leaders today, we can be able to look at the budget with a gender lens. And they say, where is the money for health?
Yeah.
Why do we have very little allocated to health? Why do we have very little? Why are we depending on a donor for research, to deal with HIV/AIDS, to deal with cancer? And we're able to interrogate the budget and tell the chair on health, we need you to increase allocations to this.
True.
Why are we allocating so little to water, to sanitary towels? So there's a lot that women leaders can do if we are seated on the table where decisions are being made. because we are not there with all the challenges that women leaders go through. Because there are times you may not find yourself in a meeting, not because you didn't want to attend that meeting, because deliberately you were excluded, you are not informed, or you are informed too late.
Too late, yeah.
So that you are not able to attend that meeting. Because then that way you are not able to raise your voice on important issues that concern you, that concern the women, that concern the nation.
Earlier last year and also this year, we've really experienced femicide, especially in Kenya.
Yes.
Talk about it, because you're one of the female leaders that we're looking up to, especially when it comes to matters like that. It's not, we don't need, when it comes to women, there's a lot we need to curb. Femicide is one of them.
I want to tell you what's been happening in this country, sir. Femicide and generally gender-based violence. You know, these are issues we're dealing with every day. Last month, I was doing a mandamano in my constituency. Because you have a woman whose husband has broken both her hands. Broken her eardrum. She has a 6-month-old child that she needs to hold and breastfeed. She can't even do that. The next day I'll get a call. There is a 9-year-old child who has been raped and infected with HIV/AIDS. It is happening everywhere. Or a girl who has been murdered in an Airbnb every day. Yeah. It is sad. And I want to say, I thank the Excellency, the President. He is supporting us, even allocated some 100 million that we used to do awareness across the country. Just to create awareness and to educate our people and to tell them, look here, we don't have to kill each other, we don't have to fight. Issues can be resolved amicably, even within the family setting. It is a disaster. We must continue to fight. We must continue being advocates of peace and against GBV.
Wow.
It is very sad, but it is here with us. Femicide is here with us. Gender-based violence is here with us. And there are even men who are beaten, but they don't speak about it. And we are saying we have to speak about it.
All of us.
And we are saying we must have a gender-based desks in every police station.
Yes.
There is even a bill coming where we are recommending that we need rescue centers in every county.
Yes.
Because a lady like that one, assuming she doesn't have parents, we need somewhere to hold her. And we want these rescue centers to have services, psychosocial services, where we need to have a counselor provided by government, a doctor, a lawyer, to support victims. Most of the times, we begin now to follow on the offender. Has the case been taken to court? What has happened? But we forget to look at the victim. What has happened to the victim? Has this victim been supported? Have they gotten medical services? Have they gotten counseling, psychological services? We want those rescue centers established in every center. Because we have psychologists, people who have done psychology, graduated. In fact, even it will create opportunities for employment for some of those people who have done social work. You know, people who have done psychology
and so on and so
on and so forth.
Okay, so earlier on we were talking about democracy and how Raila Amollo Odinga fought for us. But yesterday, unfortunately, there were a ton of events in the news. We saw Governor Mutahi Kahiga. He stepped down from the vice of our councillors, of our governors. He even apologized after making this statement. This brought a lot of chaotic and a lot of, let's say, mgogoro pale online. People talking about tribalism, people talking about ODM, people talking about UDA, people saying, he's been sent by the president. He's been, they met behind the closed doors. Someone has sent them. Talk about that.
First of all, I think the statements by Governor Kahiga were misplaced. Even if you do not like someone, even if it is your enemy, you can never celebrate death. You can never celebrate death or any misfortune.
Yes.
Because remember, Raila Amollo Odinga has a family.
True.
Has friends. Has supporters across the country.
True. Even the entire world.
Even the entire world. So for him to open his mouth and give such negative utterances, it showed like he was celebrating his death. But I'm happy that he realized the mistake. Immediately, he apologized and he even resigned from his position as the vice chair of the Council of Governors.
Yeah.
It was uncalled for. That's what I can say.
And do you
misplaced.
Do you think they met behind the closed doors?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So Kenyans can say anything. And not everything you see on social media is true. I can tell you as a politician. There are many things I see being said about me on social media that are not true. It's only me who knows who I am or what I have done.
Yes.
People will say anything. People will say anything on social media.
That brings me to the question.
Unless they justify and give evidence.
Yes.
You can never believe anything about anyone you see on social media. That's what I can say.
Exactly. And that brings me to the cybercrime
bill.
Yeah, that brings me there. There's a lot going on right now when it comes to social media matters. It has been even halted by the High Court. They've said it's pending. It has not been passed as a bill yet to become the law because the allegations that Kenyans are saying let's not pass the bill. Some are saying pass the bill. But considering the circumstances that we've seen during this time of mourning Baba and how people are just mocking Junior, people are doing this and this. Some Kenyans are supporting it. Some Kenyans are saying no, the rule of law sometimes does not apply to the common man.
Let me tell you, that bill is timely. Again, I'll say it's overdue. We need it. We must have some control. We must have some regulations that govern the way we conduct ourselves within the digital space.
Yes.
There's a lot of cybercrime. There's a lot that happens on social media. And even if you took someone to court, the court will say, we are operating in a vacuum. There is no law. So under which law do we charge this person? Or do we penalize this person?
Okay.
What I can say is, if Kenyans have issues with certain clauses of the law, then it would only be prudent to make recommendations to Parliament or a petition that we prefer this particular clause be amended this way. In the manner in which it is likely to breach probably one's privacy or injure this person innocently in this manner. Justify your argument.
Okay.
What are you objecting and why? We reason. But if you look at the bill, we must have it. Given the culture of Kenyans, look at the way you've just mentioned, the jokes on social media.
Yeah.
I don't even know whether to call it jokes or lack of manners, lack of respect.
Yeah.
How they picked up pictures on our colleague Ruth Odinga, her nephew, Raila Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot allow that. Or somebody with now with the advent of AI, they will make you speak. They put your voice, and it is not you. But Kenyans will see it on social media and they believe it's you. You've seen leaders who have been pornographed and put on social media. But it's only the head that belongs to that leader.
Some have even been put in coffins.
Some have been put, His Excellency, the president of this country, was put in a coffin by somebody on social media. No, we cannot allow that to continue. There has got to be decorum and discipline within the digital space.
True.
There has got, and you know, for human beings, you have to force them. You know, you will put a path here in this garden, and somebody will not use the path, wants to step on the grass. So you have to block, to force him to pass on this path. Yes, so for me, I support the bill. We need it. But there's room for improvement. We can improve. We can make recommendations to what we need to improve. But we have to start somewhere. We must start somewhere. It's very important.
Yeah. And I love that remarks. Anyway, last but not least, I wanted to talk about, there's an ongoing conversation, sorry about that, that we have after the Baba's death. As a country, we've remained like just political honors. We remain like honors. We've remained orphans now.
We've remained orphans.
Now after Baba, there is no other person that...
In the perception is Baba has left such a vacuum.
Vacuum. There's a political conversation even going on right now everywhere in the country, even the marginalized community. We are talking about, you know, we have remained orphans when it comes to Baba and matters politics in Kenya.
I'll agree with you to some extent that Baba, the loss is big. The shoes are huge that we do not know. Kenyans are wondering who is going to fit into Raila's shoes. But I would say we still have leaders. We still have leaders. We had a number of leaders. We have lost one. We still have leaders. This country is governed and we have a president. Is the symbol of peace and unity for this country that we are all looking up to. He will continue to govern, he will continue to direct, he will continue to bring Kenyans together, ensure there is unity and there is peace. But now when it comes to the political space, I know especially as we are approaching the next election that will be happening in 2027, people are wondering then what will happen. You know, especially looking at the fact that Baba had already gotten into a working relationship with the president, that's UDA.
Yes.
So the questions now are then what? What will happen? No, something will happen. After mourning, you know, Kenyans, we mourn.
We do.
But we have a way of bouncing back. We will bounce back after mourning Baba. It will take some time. Some of us we've not yet accepted. It's like a video, it's like a movie. I feel it's like a movie we are still watching.
Yes.
It has not sunk fully.
In our hearts.
I was not an ODM member or supporter, but Baba is a leader everyone appreciated and respected because of his contributions. And he's a leader we've all learned lessons from. We did not expect his death. It came as a surprise.
True.
It is still sinking pole gradually. The minute we bounce back, Kenyans will come together. Kenyans will talk. Kenyans are going to collaborate.
Thank you.
And we are going to have another government in 2027.
Some leaders...
That I can assure you.
That's what I know.
Yes.
I'm happy that you've even given me
Yes.
that heart.
Yes.
There's something about that. So some leaders are saying that right now, since this has happened, and we have now William Ruto as the president of Kenya, this is going to bring some, a few developments here and there, because they believe that the western Kenyan region has not yet developed fully.
In terms of development?
Yes, in terms of development, that is.
Western Kenya, like many other regions, we can say we have a long way to go. We still need a lot of development. Our road network, some of our institutions, we still need to strengthen them. And that is why for us we are saying, we've been in opposition for too long. And that is why again we remember Baba. During the Moi era, areas that were largely in opposition were marginalized. Resources followed politically correct regions. And that is why he fought for devolution. So that there is mandatory allocation of resources to every region through the county government.
Yes.
That is also why, in their own wisdom, they introduced energy CDF. Such that even if you are in an area considered politically incorrect, there is that bare minimum in terms of resources, that amounts that will go to that region, to guarantee that the people of that region are able to get their schools built, administration issues taken care of. So, for us, even now as I speak to you, our message to our people is, we've been in opposition for far too long. We must work with government. Government is where resources are.
True.
Although things have changed, the president's policy is that every part of this country must be developed. Resources must, and it's demonstrating it. But we are saying, why would we want to go to opposition when even guys who have been in opposition, immediately after they lose the election, they fight to come back to government?
Yes.
Let us be in government, support the president, work with the current government of UDA, support him to be re-elected, and continue being in that government. Sit on the tables where decisions are made, and lobby for resources to go to Western Kenya.
Wow.
Hiyo rail ifike Malaba, that is in Teso. Dual carriageway ifike Malaba. Dual carriageway itoke Kisumu ifike Busia.
Busia.
So that all of us get development. That is why when others were opposing the president's initiative to have a partnership with private investors to have the road dual, we said, my friend, we will defend it to the last man. Because Western Kenya has also paid the taxes for other roads. Government has taken loans to develop other roads in this country. We also pay those taxes. We did not oppose. So who is going to oppose dual carriaging of the road to Busia to Malaba, so that even the people of Western Kenya can feel what development really is? Because when you do a road, when you look at the multiplier effect, economists understand it better. It is going to spur so many other developments. You've done a road here. Another investor will come and put a petrol station. Another one is putting a hotel. Another one is putting a bar and a college. And all that is creating so many other opportunities and jobs. And that is what brings development. So we are supporting that the president to look for money. Whichever way, Western Kenya must also change. All the way from Nairobi to Nakuru to Eldoret to Busia. From Nakuru to Kisumu to Busia and to Malaba. We want those roads improved. It will help our people.
Wow.
And open up our region to trade, to business, to so many other opportunities.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I think I've had 1 hour of just getting information, getting educated about, the political and the government factors.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't understand about the budgeting, about the education matters. Thank you so much for informing us on all this. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Honorable Mary Emase inside Citizen Soul at Touch Digital TV. She has really, really explained to us what we need to do when it comes to matters politics, matters, leadership. And she's one among other women in Teso South that fuels development. Continue doing that.
Thank you.
We need such leaders. So I hope you are impacting other young females from Teso South to lead with their hearts. So that brings us to the final question. Do you think William Samoei Ruto will be the president of Kenya come 2027?
Actually, you can take it to the bank. I have worked with William Ruto.
Okay.
From 2013. I have contested 3 times. I have won 2 times. William Ruto has a PhD in politics, I can tell you. He's a doctor, but I can tell you now, when it comes to politics, I think he has a double PhD.
Yes.
He means well for this country. He wants to see a prosperous Kenya. And there's one thing I learned, and no one in their tribute said it. I never got an opportunity to give my tribute. Kenyans love leaders when they are out of office or when they are dead. That's when they celebrate leaders. Kenyans do not appreciate leaders when they are in office. And I want to plead with Kenyans to give credit where it is due. Appreciate your leaders when they are still alive. Appreciate your leaders when they are still in office.
Really?
When William Ruto does this one road or that one school, tell him, thank you, Mr. President. Now we want you to do this other one. There's this other place. We need you to come in. And we need power here. And we need water here. But we don't do that. The other day, even at the stadium when we were doing the state funeral,
yes,
I saw how Kenyans appreciated His Excellency, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. But when Uhuru Kenyatta was in the office, doing the roads, doing many other things, development, they hated Uhuru. Now he's good because he's out of office. That is one thing Kenyans, we need to change. Appreciate leaders when they do good. Let's not love our leaders only when they are out of office or when they are dead. Raila did a lot for this country. He's the father of democracy. He's the father of devolution. He sacrificed at a time of immense adversity. Raila will put Kenya first.
True.
But did we ever think, did we love Raila enough?
No.
You know, sometimes when we're crying, I say we are pretending.
Yeah, true.
We should have, if we really valued Raila and what he did, and we loved him as we pretend to show now, we should have given Raila the presidency. But we never gave him even one time. I remember 2007 was the closest. I was not a politician then, but I was just a fan of Raila. I would drive my car from here to Teso. I would ferry people to go and vote, and I say, Baba, give. When Baba lost, I was in the team that was burning logs on the roads and crying. We've never given him the presidency. But now, we're pretending to love him more, and we never loved him when he was alive. Nobody said that, and I'm saying it. We need to change our culture, our attitude. Appreciate leaders. When I have done that, you must tell me, Mary, thank you. Now finish Amukura TTC. Wow. When I finish Amukura TTC, tell me, thank you. Mary, now finish Omore Agricultural Center. When I finish that, tell me, Mary, thank you. Now we need water here and electricity here. But every time I do something, I have done nothing according to somebody else.
In fact, you should do more.
Encourage me to do more.
Yes.
Encourage William Ruto to do more. First, I appreciate what he has done.
Yeah.
Look at the housing. Right now, the president has gone beyond doing affordable housing so that we can give Kenya affordable houses, better settlement infrastructure. Now he has taken a step further. He's in colleges, building hostels in colleges.
Yes.
In my own constituency right now, 2,000 units are being done at Alupe University. Another hostels are being done at Okame TVET.
Wow.
Others are being done at Amukura upcoming TTC. We have a new road we requested from the president,
yes,
that cuts across Busia County. From Butula to Nambale to Teso South via Mukura all the way to Amagoro Teso North. We are telling the president, thank you. Come and do more after we finish that one. He has given us water projects. We say thank you. Now we'll ask him for more when we are done with that. But when we does all that, and all we say, Ruto is bad, Mkasongo must go. We are not appreciating anything he's doing. I've just touched that.
Yeah.
Look at agriculture. He said, members, we must subsidize production. We must put money in production. That is the only way we can sustain and realize food security. Because if we go subsidizing food, then we'll never sort out the problem of hunger.
Yeah,
He reduced the prices of the fertilizers. That is subsidizing. Today we've increased our production. He's addressing the issue of food security. Go to other sectors, SHA. People are saying SHA is not working. It is the best model we have. We only need to improve on our system that is managing SHA.
Yes.
Deal with the issue of corruption. Those hospitals that are faking bills, using one patient who has come with cancer and every other patient they say is cancer, to come and steal money from SHA, to deny other needy cases money. Those are the people that we need to get hold of and put them behind bars. But SHA is working. Personally, I have my people from Teso South, even those who have gotten accidents when we are doing our work in the course of our duty. I rush them to hospital. There's one young man who broke his hand. We paid nothing. SHA paid everything. We only bought the crutches. I have so many constituents, my constituents who have made testimonies. I have who says I have paid for. I just ask him, have you registered? Yes. How much are you supposed to be paying? 500. I pay for the whole year. They have gone to hospital, they are treated, they don't pay anything. So Kenyans, let's register. SHA is another project of the president that is working. And SHA is focusing, previously with NHIF, it was benefiting us.
Us, yes.
Sisi wadosi.
Ni wadosi, yeah.
Tunalipa, tunaenda kwa hizo hospitali kubwa. Lakini yule mtu maskini yako pale chini cannot afford to pay the insurance.
Okay.
So the president said, let's all pay for SHA, but let this SHA be able to sort health issues of all these people, starting from the person at the bottom of the pyramid.
Wow. Okay.
So we can speak about the achievements of this government. But my point today, let us appreciate leaders when they do good. Let's give credit where it's due. Let us have a positive criticism, because also you'll keep us on our toes.
Okay.
And let us tell leaders, you've done good here. We need you here. We will motivate them. We will encourage them to work even harder and better. But to stop this pretense of celebrating leaders only when they are dead, is when you begin to see how good they were, and celebrating them when they are out of office. Let us also celebrate them when they need us. Let's celebrate leaders. Let that get to the Kenyans. Thank you.
Karibu sana. Thank you so much. That was Honorable Mary Emase, right from MP South Teso. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Amina Hussein. Till next time, keep it sips and soul. Asante sana.